Welcome back. Absolutely flat for the frontline indices, behaving like a Friday afternoon, but we do have the mid-cap index doing extremely well. The Nifty Bank, some bit of profit taking after hitting a record high this morning. So let's talk about the Nifty Bank itself. Ekta, what's happening out there? I mean, it's consistently outperforming. Is it the fundamentals catching up, or?
Well, these are just a bunch of statistics that have put together, considering that I used to do banking at one point in time. So it is always an interesting space to look at. Now, in terms of the year-to-date movements, when it comes to the entire Nifty Bank or a couple of the Nifty Bank constituents, you can see the likes of HDFC Bank, ICICI, all of them are either close to their fresh 52-week highs or at those levels. Look at the way something like a Bank of Baroda has rallied as well. It ties in in terms of what's taking place with the PSU banking space. Well, to corroborate this, we have the price to book value, which is also expanded. If you look at it from the start of the year to the current prices on a price to book value, look at the likes of Kotak Mahindra Bank, even SBI, all of them have expanded. And remember that a couple of the private banks obviously lead, such as ICICI Bank as well as Kotak, in terms of the valuations. Now, a couple of triggers for the banking stocks: benign credit cost cycle, loan growth is strong, it's over 15% this year. Gross NPAs have improved to sub 5% on an average versus double-digit gross NPAs maybe in 2017-18. Net interest margins have seen an improvement on a Q-on-Q basis. And watch, however, going forward for sustainability of factors such as loan growth, net interest margins, deposit costs rising, and consumption eventually slowing and impacting retail loans as well. PSU banks, that's really been the toast of the market this year. So PSU banks, for example, their market cap has risen to a record 10 lakh crore for the first time ever. Margins have expanded. Valuations in the PSU banking space are still not very expensive. If you can see, most of them are still not even 1 times on an FY24 price to book value. So that's the upside that you can see if you just compare the earlier sheet with the PSU banks and where they stand. But most of them are at fresh 52-week highs. The additional piece of news is that the government has raised the maximum tenure of PSU banks, MD and CEO, from 5 years to 10 years. So that gives them some kind of longevity to execute their plans as well. And hence you can see a lot of interest within this entire space.
All right, take that point, Ekta. Thanks a lot for that. In fact, let's take that to Prakash Gaba as well. Prakash, the Nifty Bank has been doing extremely well, was the first to hit a record high. In the earlier up move that we saw as well. Now again sitting at a record high, a wee bit of profit taking, but that I believe would be par for course. How do you play the indices from here? Just below record highs for the Nifty and the Sensex. The mid caps are doing well. Would you be more stock specific, or would there be a trade in the index?
I would say Nifty and Bank Nifty both are at divergings.
Okay.
So some selling in the Bank Nifty, but Nifty looks okay. Relatively, Nifty is better to trade today on the long side. Have a stop below today's low on Nifty, somewhere close to 18,400, and possibly we'll see an up move to around 18,500 or 550 zones. So there could be a trade on the long side on the Nifty, but not on the Bank Nifty. Bank Nifty looks a bit dicey. Best avoided. The other is for stock specific. I would look at stock specific and trade long on the side.
Okay, so what would those stock-specific bets be, Prakash?
I think two-wheelers is looking good. Hero Motors certainly is looking good to me, trading at 2694. I think it should go up. Have a stop below 2680 on Hero Motors, and possibly we'll see 2740 perhaps in a day or two for that. Second stock that I like is, I think RBL Bank is looking superbly good, trading at 151 zones, cross 150 with ease. Have a stop below 148 on RBL Bank. Possibly we'll see an upward around 155. Maybe take a day or two for that. So RBL Bank and Hero Motors are the two stocks that I would look at.
Okay, all right, Prakash, we're going to leave it on that note, and we wish you a good weekend as well. Time for a short break. On the other side, we'll put the focus on Axis Bank as well as Oberoi Realty. So the focus on banking stocks continues on the other side. Stay tuned.